You have seen a program type 1. Type in program means what is that? It's an executable program. Similarly, you have seen a type program F. F is function pool. Yesterday's class you also seen subroutine pool. Program type S means subroutine pool. One more program is there, M. M is nothing, one module pool. Module pool program. Or screen programming. You can also call a screen program. So if you see your web app, yeah, Rakesh, what happened? Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So the screen based program. Now whatever you see here, this is a screen. This is menu bar. This is SAP given standard toolbar, and this is application toolbar. This menu bar, standard toolbar, this application toolbar. Okay, everything is screen based. Suppose I give SC38, you go to next screen. So this is one screen. Like this, every screen you see that is created using one or other way a model pool program. It can be also executable, but you have to call a screen. You have to call a screen. So let's see this how to do this model pool program. Let's take a very simple requirement. Okay, so I will just put my requirement here. I will create a screen. I'm creating a field here, a button, not field, sorry. This is a button on a screen, like where if you click on create, it's going to create something. If you click on change, you're going to change. If you click on display, it will go to something display. tab strip, table control, exit. These many push buttons or buttons you can keep on a module. This is my requirement. Okay, I'm just keeping these many buttons, and for every button I will navigate to a new screen where I do some activity. So here you learn all the DML operations. Like till now I have not even discussed about any DML operation like insert, update, modify, and all those things. Everything will be covered over here, and the lock objects in the database dictionary also will be covered in this module pool only. Okay, so whatever you see here right now, even this is a screen number. So whatever you see right now, even this is a screen number. What happened? So once the program is created, go to SAT, you can create a module pool program with SAPM. Once the program is created, you can right click and create a screen. You can right click and you can create a screen. So I created a screen 9000. When you create a screen, it will ask you for an OK code or business function code, which should be equivalent type of SciUCom in the element list. Then we talked about what is the flow logic. Flow logic means data is transferred from the screen to program, program to screen. There is nothing but flow logic. And you can see the 4 events here. Out of that, 2 only visible. Remaining 2 is as per if you want, you can add. So now if I want to change my screen, want to add something on my screen, I have to go to layout. I think everything gone. Let's check. I think we are not sure it's gone. Not a problem. Remaining button we do tomorrow. But today's class, let's complete it. Create buttons. Create. Okay. Function code should be. You can give any function code. CRET or CRT, whatever. So here about it CRT. You activate. If you don't maintain name, you see when you activate, name will be generated by the system. In real time, you can maintain. There can be only one ID, one use screen element with the given name. If you want to put one more extra button, let us put that. Change. The function code should be CHGI free control kept. If I activate, you can test it here itself. You can press F8 button and you can see the buttons what you created. So this is one model pool. So what button you created came. Like this you have to create 4 or 5 buttons as you see in that. Anyway, once a button is created, if I click on create button, it has to go to screen number 9001. When you click on create button, it has to go to screen number 9001. So before you write the code for all those things, keep the screen number 9001 ready. Okay. Or else, when I click on any button, the function code is stored in SciUCom, right? And the function SciUCom equivalent is OK code. Now the data will store in OK code. Now how do you go from one screen to another screen? Okay, so for every button there's a function code. Right now you have 9000 screens. When you press the button, the event call will be PI, process after input. And in module pool program, like in a ABAP program, we have forms, perform, right? Here we have modules which are reusable. So if I want to implement a model, now SAP is giving you an help here. You can reuse this uncomment, double click and create this model, or else create your own model as per your naming standard. So double click and create this model. It will ask you where to create. Please put in the main program so that you can see everything in one program. In real time, you should be in a different include. Here you can write the course condition. If you press any button, the button function code will be stored in the OK code which we have just declared. So you have to know that you have to know on which button you press that. What I do is I put a case statement. Case statement on what? OK code. When CRT, this is the function code, right? When CHT, like this you have different function codes which are not yet added. When you click on create, if the function code is create, then what you have to do is you have to go to the next screen. Next screen means you have to give leave to screen 9001. If you check the syntax, there's no error, but whereas 9001 screen does not exist. It's not error, but if you activate, you can see that you will get a runtime error because screen number 9001 does not exist. Either you double click here to create this screen number 9001 to take you to the screen only. Click on yes. Either you can right click and do that, or else course create. This screen is for course create. Element list, if you go here, please add the same OK code. So go to the flow logic, that we will see in tomorrow's class. What is the flow logic here? 9001 screen. Today's class, just let us navigate from one screen to another screen. Okay. So I just written the code. You can see again one more time. You have 9000 screen. I implement the PI event which will trigger when you hit enter or do something. And here I'm using, based on the OK code what I assigned, I'm using what is that. Every button will have some OK sound function code that will be. I'm just checking that sound. Now to test this process, module pool programs are non-executable. Like unlike a report is executable but not module pool. To make a module pool executable, you have to create a transaction code. Right click here and create a transaction code. So I just given a transaction code ZCO underscore create. And the transaction what you want to have in a module pool is nothing but transfer and program and screen dialog transaction. Dialog transaction nothing but module pool. First radio button you have to select. Program and screen. Program and screen you have to select. You have to select program and screen dialog transaction. Continue. Here you have to give the program name. This is my program name. And for which screen you want this transaction code, the starting screen you have to give. Starting screen is 9000 and make it compatible for all GUIs. Save this. Now once a transaction code is created, you can go and test the transaction code. This is going to call the create part. So the first screen we should load is 9001. Click on create, it will go to next screen. Pardon? Okay, so I have not yet started the design of next screen. You want, you can, as per the diagram what I shown you, this many buttons you can create and those many screens you can also create. Then on which screen what you want, please try to put that. We will see in tomorrow's class the business case. Okay, fine. Please don't miss module pool class. Any doubts you have? Anyone? I'm unmuting you guys. You have any doubts, please ask me. No?